You guys are probably here because you want to learn how to make your videos look more professional. And if you're not, I'm assuming that you are a family member or friend that is watching this to support me. In which case, I love you. What's going on, guys? Tony Callan here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the videos. I haven't done a video in the studio for a while, so I figured it was due time. Today, we're gonna learn how to make your videos more professional without spending that extra money on expensive film gear. Before we get into that though, I have two important announcements. The first being about my merch drop. I've been hyping this up for a very, very long time, been trying to drop it, and now I'm finally in a position where I'm able to drop my merch. I'm not gonna give a whole bunch of information on it right now, but there are 8 different articles of clothing, including this one. This one's super nice. It's the white long sleeve. You have the logo in the top corner, as well as the sleeve logo. We also have a black t-shirt with a white outline. I really like this one. It's nice fitting. It's super clean, got the white outline. There's a surprise logo on the back that I'm not gonna share with you guys. You'll just have to wait for the merch drop. All right, now with that one out of the way, the second announcement is my subscriber count. As you guys can see, we are at 180. I'm so thankful for you guys. We're going up every day. I'm not at my goal yet. I would like to be about halfway since we're halfway through the year, which would be about 250 to 300. If any family members or friends that you have are interested in any of the stuff I post, such as cars, filmmaking, lifestyle vlogs, any of that, please share my channel with them. If they just want to view, that would be totally awesome. If they want to subscribe, that would be even better. All right, with announcements out of the way, let's get right into today's video. I'm gonna give you a couple tips on how to make your shots look more professional without buying expensive film gear. You need to have a sense of shot composition. If you don't know what that is, that's how you compose your shot, how you set it up, what you're putting in the background, how you're setting your person up, how you're setting your lighting. That's the main thing we're gonna be talking about today. And the other main thing we're gonna be talking about is depth in shot composition. These are two very important things to consider when you want to make your videos look more professional. So what is depth in shot composition? Well, when you think about shot composition and how you're setting up your shot, where you're placing stuff, you wanna make it look like the room is 3D. You wanna put that depth in there. So we can do this with shadows, which come from lighting, or we can do this with shot composition. So placing objects in front, behind, next to your subject is gonna create this depth. I'll show you some examples here. I've been shooting a lot for realtors lately, so it's gonna be a lot of realtor footage, but I'll show you a couple examples. Okay, you guys, so we're on my computer now. This is a project I recently did for one of my realtor clients. So I'm just gonna go in and show you a couple ways that I use depth in lighting and as well as shot composition. If we go over here to this shot of them walking into the house, you'll notice that I went into the house first and found an object that I could put in frame out of focus to create this depth. I'm using this side of the couch right here and I pan around it to make the room look much more 3D. You can also see I have the railing in the side here too. So I'm just gonna play the shot out quick. So creeping around this chair makes the world of a difference because it shows depth in the house. It doesn't make it look flat, it makes it look 3D, which makes it much more eye-grabbing for the viewer. So that's one spot where I use depth in this film. If we go to these interview shots now, you can see that I'm using depth in lighting. So you can see by the top of her hair here that I have a key light on the left side of her at a 35-degree angle somewhere up here. My reflector sitting right here, and all this is creating this Rembrandt triangle right here, which is a type of lighting. I can get into that later. I also have a backlight, which you can see by this shadow on this light back here. So the backlight's sitting right here, pointing up at a 35-degree angle. Here's one more shot that I use depth in. We'll just look one more time here. I'm gonna go forward a little bit, pause it right here. You can see that the flower vase, this little red area right here, is completely out of focus, but it's still in the shot, showing that there's depth in this shot. You can see with the computer screen too right here, this is creating depth as well. And our subject is perfectly in focus. The background is a little bit out of focus. This is how we get that depth in our shot composition. Finding objects or placing objects in your depth of field, throwing them out of focus, but keeping your subject in focus. So I'll just play this little part out as well. All right. right, so that's a couple examples of depth in my shots, in my client videos. The other way we can create depth in a shot is with lighting. Now, this does require you to spend a little bit of money, but I have my lights set up right now and it was only about $200 for me to buy these lights. They're newer lights off Amazon. Learning about lighting is one of the most important things in filmmaking, and I'm sure you guys have seen this everywhere on YouTube. Lighting is the most important thing, and it really is when it comes down to it, because my shot can go from looking like this to this with lighting. You can see this shot does not look great. This is just my room light over me. Now if we put my lights back on, we now go to this, which looks completely 100% better. I'm gonna take a quick video with my iPhone here just to show you the setup I have. So here you guys are there. There's my camera and my monitor. I have my key light up top here pointed down. It's a 35-degree angle. Here's my big reflector, which is softening this side of my face. And then I also have my backlight, which is my red light pointed at the background, along with my LED strip red light as well. That's what my lighting setup looks like. It's pretty simple, and for only $200, you can't beat it. I'm not gonna get into lighting too much. I can do a different video on that, but just know that lighting is a very important part of depth, as you just saw right there. All right, you guys, well, that is the 2 ways that I make my shots look more professional without using expensive film gear. Obviously, my camera is a DSLR, but you can do this with iPhones, handy cams, camcorders, whatever you want. Lighting and shot composition are huge to create depth, which make your shots look more 3D, less flat, and more entertaining. I hope you guys all got some insight out of this, and for my supporters that aren't filmmakers, thank you guys for watching. I hope you all stay tuned for my merch drop happening on August 1st. I will be putting a promo code on my Instagram to get 10% off all my products, so make sure you go follow my Instagram at c.films.channel to be up to date on everything about that. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and we will see you in the next video.